It'd be real nice in our presently evolving future when people aren't entertained, or perception of entertainment. I don't think it's entertainment. It's brain chemical addiction problems over hundreds of thousands of years. Okay. No, the Earth is not 6,000 years old. No. There's no scientific evidence to support that. Okay. There's lots of scientific evidence to show that, wow, this is, stuff to put stuff together and holds it together. If you think it's only 6,000 years old, okay, you're limiting the power of God to be the truth of creation and amazing things. Marvelous pigs and fat satin. Amazing things can happen. You're taking amazing grace and you're trying to turn it into something that you can quantify to say, here's what's happening, here's what's going to happen. Then we're going to have a magic place in the clouds, put the stars with the. Okay. There's no scientific evidence to support that either. Okay. I don't know what's up there beyond the sky. Space, the final frontier. But there is no frontier. If you have to move somewhere, okay, typically it's for not a good reason. It's typically for a bad reason. Typically, if you live somewhere, it's like, kids, you stay put, can't be belongo, right? So if you're living somewhere, it's like, wow, this is Milwaukee, man. Good land, man. Yeah, good land. So usually when you have to migrate, it's like, here comes Christopher Columbus, and then along comes George Armstrong Custer, and then we go to the moon, and here comes Neil Armstrong, and we're still walking, right? When, let my people go, right? And so, usually, when something's happening that's out of balance and harmony, Harmony and me were pretty good company, looking for an island in our boat upon the sea. All right. I'm gonna have to adjust the diet and probably do a little bit more like fasting and veggies and stuff. Suzuki already talked to me about it. He said he's real cool. He doesn't know. He just tells me when I'm in for difficult times, because he can feel it in meditation, and he doesn't know what they're doing, but he's trying to help me through. And Jesus gave Suzuki to help me through, because me and Jesus are both, okay, first let's go make a whip, then let's start go tossing them tables. Me and Jesus are too much alike. Okay, so it doesn't help. I'm pissed, he's pissed. They're selfish. We're tired of it. Where Suzuki's, it took a little time to calm me down. But hey, it's Paul Simon. No, it's Suzuki. And so Jesus goes, here. He's been one. He did this. He's been helping. He wants to help. He's wonderful. You'll love him. Yeah, I do. You have people. No, I love. Who said to love him as if he were me? Jesus. Thank you. Why do you think Jesus said, here, talk to Suzuki, he'll help? And what? Love him as if he were me. Thank you. Well, life's eternal, grace is infinite, God is the essence of every soul. So, if you trap the soul in the flesh, you wretched little fucking demonic Satan devil bastard. There you go. Okay, hey. Who's your daddy? Okay, so it's funny. It's funny. What do they know for funny? Suzuki's like, he's chuckling. He's such a good guy. So he just helps me through, And the big thing that Jesus and Sun Yat-sen and all of them, and Haile Selassie, don't give in to their demands. Don't give in to, don't do that. Stand firm on that which is right. When you look at life eternally, there truly will be work for all. So, yeah, stand, just, you're not inflexible. They're unreasonable. Okay. Share, care, give, and cause need build to last. Oh, we're not doing that. Well, then let's forgive debt and trespass, love one another, faithful peace. Hallelujah, brother. And so I think the thing that they're working on to try to eliminate me is because I'm 60 years old. Okay. And when you have technology that is learning, it's an infant. No, I'm just kidding. It's not. No, they've been doing this for a long time. But when the technology is having to get better to protect the people that are building the technology from the other people building the technology. Now, the perfect gracious good shepherd is forgive and trespass, love one another, face, share, care, give life, eternal grace, love it, share, care, give grace, be well. That's why I have all these people know philosophy. Glycerine, do you want to die? I swear I left her, by the way, in this Nebraska town. Okay. And so, I guess their thinking is that because what happens with Gabe and Mike and Patrick and Isaac and all that, with the brain injuries from the thing and not wanting to say, I don't think it's so much of a brain injury. I think it's not selfish. No, they're so selfish. I was the first. You're last. You're everything. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, just kidding. Barry White. Okay, but no, it's why make the kids suffer. Gabe lives up on Missouri and University stuff, and right what Linda Poncha does, right next to the freeway and stuff, and so in some ways I got a lot better than him because I got these trees. The whole town is sprayed with Roundup, guys. It just agitates me and makes me sick because I got abused by the military because they wrote down things and says, he signed your bill, now you're a law. It's like, I can't stand the Supreme Court. Okay? Justice Ginsburg was a complete asshole. And anybody that they replace it, it's like, you think you're better than Ginsburg because they've changed access to information, changed the linguistics, and they're trying to make it better. You do know that lady was a genocidal kickback mass murderer. She might as well have won a Nobel Prize as a priest in fucking Czechoslovakia or wherever it was, making deals with Mussolini on which dredges of society they wanted wiped off the face of the planet. Well, that's Ginsburg and Scalia in a nutshell. Especially Ginsburg. She's even more that way than he is. Scalia was more like just, give them guns, let them fight it out. If they want to fuck each other in the ass and chop their reproductive organs across so we don't get any more of them, that also works too. Okay. He was just like, hey, just as long as we can keep the status quo and keep what's called the peace through, he was a jerk. And she was a jerk too. They don't see it. It's complicated. You have to make very life-changing decisions. You sit down and this can save or kill people if you just sign this with a pen and say, he signed your bill and now you're a law. And it's like, really? It never occurred to you just, hey, Jesus was right, Lord's Prayer. All right, now we're living Psalms and Proverbs. So you don't have to sit down and make big decisions on who's murdered because of corporate leverage for status quo, right? Oh, trust me. Ginsburg didn't know. She was an asshole to me. She died on her deathbed. She's sitting there. She was like that asshole in Sierra Vista. You're an idealist and you're dangerous and you get people killed. And I'm like, okay, I don't want to talk to you. Just go away. I never want to talk to you again. Bye. Okay, just try to, is it espialidocious or espialitocious? Jump out the window and see if you can fly. There's some faith and trust in pixie dust, right? And you're like, no, she was horrible. I couldn't stand her. And I thought I liked her. Because I thought, okay, because they said her and Sotomayor wanted to use Shira law, which is not Solomonistic law, but maybe it's more, maybe Shira law is more extremist. Solomonistic law, most people don't understand because of the mistranslation and the lack of capacity to understand applications of physics if you can't explain things simply, you just don't understand it well enough, right? So. It's hard for a lot of people to understand Proverbs and what he's exactly saying. Psalms is a little bit more easy to understand, but Psalms has been corrupted by bastardization of the Romans, making God into a possessive pronoun first person. But when Genesis says God's omniscient, omnipotent, neither a possessive pronoun nor a first person be, do, da, 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 neither a borrow, neither lend to be. No, share, care, give, and score, like my mom. We don't lend money in this family. What? Like law. We don't share in this family because she was napping on the couch and Steffi was hitting on me. And I said, that's horrible. You don't share? Everybody in families that love each other share. She goes, no, if you break up with me, you can't go out with my sister. So, well, first of all, she's your cousin. But secondly, I ain't trying to break up with you. You trying to break up with me? But no, and then I didn't say that to her. I was like, no, my sister dated Jerry, then she dated Ralph, then she dated Jerry and married Jerry. But she dated a brother, they broke up, and then she dated the other brother and married him. Why? Because, they both turned out to be the wrong kind. Oh, we must have been out of our mind. I thought I loved another, not you. How foolish. I thought the same too. Maybe they can forgive us in time, 'cause we must have been out. It's George Jones in a real I don't know who the twangy girl is, but it's cute. Have you ever heard it? I thought it's very country, like it's a wedding song at Little Abner's wedding. Yeah, that country. Okay. But yeah, so I was like, no, but I told her, no, the thing that we have is we don't lend money in my family, is what my mom said. No, she said, if you can help, but don't expect anything back, because then you'll have your relationship ruined over money. So if you can help people, help. You don't lend money, you just, okay, here, go ahead, like I did with Miriam, to get her grandmother from Cuba to visit her great-grandkids and her grandkids before she passed away. Miss Delegra, Grandma Delegra, so it's Miriam Delegra Montalvo, okay, so the mother's name is Delegra. So, yeah, it was to get her from Cuba to come visit the family, her mom's mom. And, I was like, oh, no, this is not a loan, this is a gift. I mean, just, that's how I was. I was like, it's, it's quote, I don't want to say it's the least I can do, but it's like, I'm honored to do it. I'm sorry that they milked the rest of your family for all the money they had before, to still asked for more to get her to come. I thought that was horrible, because she was telling her brother, it's like, he's probably giving all he can, and it's just, it's, don't be mad at him. It's fucking Fidel Castro and the American consulate. They're assholes. Did it? Why didn't you listen to Greg Gutfeld though? Hey, $81,000. Okay, money isn't real. Proverbs is humility and wisdom beyond any asshole who invents something and thinks you got to give me that because I invented it, and I say everybody has to give me my invention to live on planet Earth. Okay, you do realize why artificial intelligence and quantum computing have to coordinate to exterminate you, to save children and the planet from you, right? You haven't. You must have been out of our minds. I thought I loved another, not you. I'm the gracious good shepherd. How foolish. I thought the same too. You're funny. You like George Jones? I like George Jones. Favorite George Jones song? You don't really have favorites. You have a lot that you like. You Comb Her Hair. Races On. Least of All. I really like that one. Did anybody else like Least of All? I don't just like Least of All. That might be my favorite. Who in all this world did I think would be untrue? Oh, least of all you. Who, yeah, you who were so understanding, you who said to me, we would always be together through eternity. And then who did I expect to laugh and tell me we were through? Least of all you. But who would I like to see hurt the way I do? Least of all you. Oh, what a sweetheart. I know, don't you love George Jones? I love George Jones. I like 4033. I like Things That Fall into Pieces. She's Gone. I love that one too. That reminds me of My Katie Buggy Snuggy Bug. That's sad. I know. It still hurts when I recall the times I cry. I can't let it hurt too much because Kate and Emily feel it because we have such a deep connection. You know, I try to tune them out as much as possible so they don't feel my pain and suffering and my abuse and my betrayal, so it doesn't depress them because they're girls and they're very sensitive. Oh, Kate's very strong, but yeah, it's hard. She's she's my little tiny toughie, and Emmy's my little sweetheart. They didn't have to kill Jesus, Daddy. It was so weird. They were there. I totally agree, Emily. You know, so she tries. Can we start again, please? I think you've made your point now. Yeah, she lets to watch that over and over again, and try not to get angry. Try not to give in to things that upset you. Don't you know everything's all right? Yes, everything's fine. And the hair and the ointment sweet, just for the oil on your feet. Close your eyes, think of nothing. Everything's all right. Yes, she'd watch those over and over again. And she'd cry, especially if I'm very hopeful so far. And I'd sit there and go, Emily, why do you keep watching it if it makes you go, that's okay. Val used to play Felina like 4 times in a row and cry. And you'd be like, bury us both deep, man, and maybe we'll find peace, you know. Shut up! I wouldn't say that. I was like, yeah, that's sad. Like every time we'd move and she'd be in the back seat and we'd be in the back of LeBaron and Val would put on her tape recorder, I'm wishing on a star. She had to have another boyfriend. Follow where you are. And I'd be like, oh, poor Val. Yeah. So I'd be in the back there and we'd sing, I'm wishing on the rainbows that I seen. I'm wishing all the people we've ever seen. And I'm hoping on all the days to come and days to go. And I'm wishing our days of love. Does anybody else love that song? Wishing on a star. Follow where you are. That's a good one. Yeah, you don't like it? Well, there's no accounting for taste, but all people with, good taste there, really like Wishing on a Star. Gwen Dickey. Oh, I got to go look at that up too. Donnie Girard. They're from Canada. Yeah. Is the lead singer. He passed away at a hospice in 2022 in Santa Fe, New Mexico. No one ever told me. Wait, the lead singer from Skylarks in Santa Fe? He has such a wonderful voice. He did background vocals for Mavis Staples and stuff, yeah. And when you look into her eyes, you'll never see the way she's always paying for a debt. They're from Canada. I was like, oh, wow. And Polly Cameron is, I was like, Polly, is that okay, Polly? Yeah, because the Raina Day is, what you saying to me, baby? Because I'm not trying now to give it all. Let's start something new. It's just that I see too many lovers' hearts lose their dreams. We won't lose it. Some people are made for each other. Yeah, good singer. Yeah, I had a nice voice, Maybe we could try again. You told me you needed more walks, more talks, more feeling close to you. I want to, close to me. I want to be close to you. Yeah. That's a pretty good song. My favorite is still, on that one, definitely, that's Champagne favorite. How About Us? Don't you love the bass line in that? Boo-doo-doo. Yeah. How about us? How about us, baby? Good tone. Yes, it is. Very good tone. Okay. So who is it? You have to look up Gwen Dickey. That's right. Look up Rose Royce and Gwen Dickey and see what's going on there. Anybody else had a big crush on Gwen Dickey when you were young? No? Okay. No accounting for taste there. Alrighty then. Yeah, no, I really liked Gwen Dickey. She had a really nice voice. Yeah. Anybody else? Lots of people. Madonna was really into Gwen Dickey. Mary J. Blige. Snoop Dogg. No, there's tons of people in the propaganda building that are like, yeah, Gwen Dickey's the, yeah. Lots of us grew up. She's from Florida. Okay, I think the rest of the band was from Cali. You know how the business is. Well, we got a lead singer here. She's really, she's really good. Okay, she's from Florida. Oh. Does that mean she thinks she can write checks until she runs out of checks and stuff? No, I'm just kidding around. I'm joking. I've met some folks from Florida. I'm just kidding. She's like, what? It's okay. You Californians don't try to take advantage of that young lady. Do you understand me? She's from the South. Okay. What's the difference between there and Mississippi? A couple of degrees of separation there, and a little more swampy in Florida than it is in Mississippi cotton picking Delta town. Right? It's a little different. A little different. Yeah. You got Seminoles that can hide out for hours. You can go hide in the Everglades. In Florida, you can try to get away from it all, but getting away from it all is like, what? Why am I living in a swamp? Because they are too mean to black people in the Gila? No. They're nice to their basketball players there. Because we're not living the Lord's Prayer and we're stupid? No, you can still live in Florida. Why? Oh, God. Don't you hide there to survive in cold gang warfare? I'm just kidding. No, my son likes Florida. Lots of people like Florida. Really, it's a paradise. Oh, it's hard to... Okay. You do know you live on swinkles in a swamp with the... Okay, the humidity is off the... Okay. No, I'm kidding. No, lots of people live in Florida. Lots of people like Florida. Me? Oh, gosh, no. I would not. No. I lived in North Carolina. I do not like mold. I do not like sand fleas. I do not like lots of humidity. I do not, do not pass go night. I was raised in the American Southwest. I like high and dry. I like powdery snow. I like the Cradle. I like Santa Fe. I like One Night If It Should Snow. I don't like the rodeo drive-through up on the culture and so what the fuck happened to you? Okay, Californians, go home. Go home. No. If you're gonna come to New Mexico, okay, I understand wanting to eliminate macho bullshit. I was raised in New Mexico and I have done everything in my ability to curb macho bullshit without trying to pretend to be a bigot Edward Norton on a stupid American History X movie there. But, okay, do you understand? So, but no, there are so many beautiful things though too. You know, so many beautiful things about the cult, the architecture, the pueblos, the mariachis, so what are you trying to do? Don't mess with the chili. Don't mess with the... It's like you got exiled to a foreign planet or what the hell? Yeah, no, it's, there's so much to appreciate and like. You don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. When something's fucked up, you stop doing it. Hi, I'm a bigot. I am a total bigot. That's a goddamn spick and beaner. That's a wetback. Hey, that's a goddamn nigger. Okay, well, I'd only seen him on TV. I live in buttfuck Montana, right? Marty Pottinger. You tell all the stories. I said, man, I was from bumfuck Idaho. I wouldn't know nobody that was on TV or in the record stations neither. No. I'm just telling the guys stories to pass the time and have a good time. I worked at a Billboard affiliate record store. Okay? Yes. Okay? Yes. We watched angry uncles and aunts and moms and dads cuss out Run DMC and run them upside. It's funny. We're all like rooting. They ripped them a new one. It was funny because you know how black uncles are, right? They waited, it was 115 degrees. They come in an hour late. Where's all the honeyettes? They all left, but the kids are waiting here. And they didn't want to sign anything. And the uncle walks up and he goes, here, no, motherfucker, they waited for an hour. You gonna sign this. And then he put it up to him and the guy was gonna sign it. And the uncle goes, fuck no, he don't want your goddamn autograph, you sorry ass motherfucker. And then all the rest of the moms and dads started cussing him out. It was so funny. He walks up, sign that. You gonna sign that? And he goes to sign it. Fuck that. He don't want your goddamn autograph. I thought I was gonna bust a gut. I was laughing so hard. You know how black folk is when they get that, you know. Me and Rodney were... We didn't laugh too hard. We didn't want to get in trouble if their managers complained, you know. So that shit was so funny. Why wouldn't you share that story with all the guys in Flight 223 at 3708 BMTS when you're getting indoctrinated, incarcerated, and institutionalized? Oh, and the one with the girl from summer school's baby daddy. Yeah. This good thing this thing sucked. Oh, I thought I was fired. Tom calls me back there. His manager said it was the best thing that ever happened to him. He needed to hear that. You don't come wasted to in-store sightings. Oh, cool. Okay. Giorgio, right? Oh, I'm glad to know I could help him out. Shit was funny, man. But yeah, okay, guys. I love you very much, all right? If you can't be good, just understand how much you are loved. And when we're living the Lord's Prayer, life's eternal, grace is infinite. The Messiah always loves you. Okay, peace out.